Okay, hi again. Today we're learning to multiply decimals. So that's what we're going to learn to do today. And there's a couple of success criteria for multiplying decimals. And the first one is that you need to estimate. So if you estimate the answer before you start, you'll know if you're in the right ballpark. And the second thing we need to do when you're multiplying decimals is you've got to add up the number of decimal points. And that way you put them back into your final answer. So it's a little different from adding or subtracting decimals, but I'll show you how. So let's have a look at an example here. We've got 3.8 times 1.2. So the first thing we're going to do is estimate. So if we use rounding, we're going to say that 3.8 is closest to the number 4, and 1.2, well, it's pretty close to number 1. So really, if we're timesing 4 by 1, our answer should be around 4. That's what our final answer should work out to be. So let's go over and have a go at our algorithm here. So here we go. First thing we do, we go 2 times 8 is 16, carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, and 1 makes 7. And I put down my 0. Next thing I go, 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 3 is 3. Draw my line, add it through in the columns. So I've got 6, and I've got 15, and I've got 4. Now, going back to our success criteria, I know that if I've got an answer of 456, I know I've made a mistake because we said that our estimate should be somewhere around 4. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count up the number of decimal points. So if I look here, I've got 1 decimal place there, and I've got 2 there. So I've got 2 in total. So what I need to do with my answer is bring my decimal in 2 places. So I go here, and I bring it in 1 and 2. So I'm going to put my decimal point there. So therefore, my final answer is 4.56, and that is correct. Let's have a look at another example over here. Here we've got 2.53 times 2.3. So here we go. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 5s are 15, carry the 1. 3 2s are 6, and 1 is 7. Put down a 0. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 makes 5. Draw my line. Now I add it up. 9, 5 and 6 is 11, carry. 1 and 7 is 8, and I've got 5. Now, I'm estimating to start here. I've got 2.5, so it's roughly 2 times 2. So I'm thinking my answer should be somewhere around 5. And I'm going to count up my decimal points. So in this example, I've got 1, 2 up the top. As you can see here, there's 2 decimal places there, and I've got 1 down here, so I have to add up. I've got 3 decimal points in total, so I come in 3, I go 1, 2, 3, and I put my decimal point in, so my final answer is 5.819. Cool, so that's the answer, and I hope that helps.